Wonderful. Allow these gentle words from Psalm 5 rest on your heart. Every morning, Lord, I lay my gifts before you and look to you for help. And every morning you hear my prayers. Amen. My sweet, today we continue our journey with gratitude as our armor. We have started our path down the road toward that golden palace that sometimes seems out of reach, or we might even think we're not worthy of it. Peace. Well, today I want to help you reach that destination. We did such beautiful work last week, and I want to continue that. So grab your customizable prayer journal from my Etsy boutique, where you may select your 3 most favorable Bible verses that touch your heart and journal your way closer to God. Then grab your tea, settle in, and let's find peace together. Do you find yourself struggling with constant anxiety, stress, or burnout? Maybe you're navigating through overwhelming waves of sadness or darkness. Has someone allowed you to believe that you're unworthy? Well then, we're here to debunk those beliefs and help you to overcome them. Hello, my friend, and welcome to the Radiance from Within podcast, guiding Christian women to build their confidence and self-worth. My name is Heidi, and I'm so excited to have you here. We'll work together to help you overcome negative beliefs by incorporating prayer, devotionals, and journaling into your daily routine. Additionally, we'll explore the power of words and how they can impact your mindset and well-being. Because when you unleash your inner peace, you will find the desire and strength to spread kindness and compassion. Join me each week and unlock your radiance from within. Discover your power and strength and embark on a journey of self-discovery and empowerment. Hello, beautiful. Last week we talked about how gratitude creates a beautiful, soft space where peace can finally find you. And this week I'd like to continue by asking you to notice what happens when we let that peace blossom into something even more vibrant. It's a peace that actually brings you through the valley almost like a veil to joy. And when you find this feeling, even for just a moment, it will give you the strength to weather any storm. And I want you to take that a step further and talk about how to maintain your joy even when life feels anything but joyful. Hang with me on this one because I know that concept doesn't sit right with everyone these days, and I respect that. If y'all have been with me all of this year, you may remember my hubby had a super duper big scare back in early February. At the time, I knew it was serious, but it didn't fully hit me how bad it was until I was driving home from the hospital with my BFF following behind. He was finally resting comfortably after undergoing 2 emergency major surgeries. Looking back, I realized he might not have made it if I hadn't insisted on dialing 911. I got home around 11:15, and thankfully I had written the script for that week's podcast, but I still had to record it, edit it, and tackle all the behind-scenes admin stuff that frankly drives me nuts, and one day, yes, I will hire someone to do it for me. So I poured myself a glass of wine, cracked my knuckles, said a prayer, and said, "Let's do this thing, God." And because God is my producer, guess what? 1 take, no edits, admin stuff done, and with about 8 minutes to spare because I always post these puppies at 12:01 Eastern Standard on Sunday mornings. So, why am I bringing this up 6 months later? Well, I was journaling the other day and I realized how grateful I was that it was today, July whatever the date was, and if I was being totally honest, because that's what we do around here, I have zero desire to go back to early February. And I caught myself smiling at how different things feel now. I have so much goodness going on right now. My fairy garden is in full bloom. Well, we have to train the wisteria to behave. I have 2 trainings going on to figure out how to take this beautiful podcast on the road, to do a TEDx. Yeah, you heard that right. Need to figure that one out in workshops and the like. I'm not saying that to gloat. You see, that's the beautiful power of allowing yourself to lean in and feel peace. And then you know what beautiful feeling comes next? Joy. Joy allows us to see through to the other side, even in our most challenging moments. Isaiah 43:2 proves it. When you pass through the waters, I will be with you, and through the rivers, they shall not overwhelm you. That's what I'm holding on to today. The promise that we're never alone in the storm, and that knowing can be our first step from peace into joy. So now that we've touched the edge of joy, let's talk about how we can hold on to it, how to build a joy that lasts no matter what life throws your way. So first, joy isn't the absence of storms. Unless you were born just yesterday, you know that God doesn't promise us smooth sailing, but He does promise never to leave us in the storm. And as we lean into peace, when you give yourself that self-love we spoke about a few episodes ago, that's your foundation for unshakable joy. On the heels of that thought, I want you to hold on to these words. True joy comes from within. It's not about having a perfect life. It's about having a grounded spirit, joy that's rooted in who you are, a beloved daughter of God. That's unshakable. That's what can weather any storm, because circumstances can and will change, but your worth never does. And finally, this one might come as a surprise to some. Your joy is a choice, not a consequence or something that must be earned. Your joy isn't dependent on perfect circumstances. It's a choice you get to make right in the middle of your messy, beautiful life. Life is far less about what happens to you than it is about how you react to it. You are in charge of how you feel, even when joy feels so far, far away, like the golden palace that Dorothy was chasing. We can remember what remains is unchanging. His love endures forever. And that kind of love, it makes joy possible even in all of our storms. Chris Tomlin sings about that kind of love so beautifully. Oh, and I've seen many searching for answers far and wide, but I know we're all searching for answers only you provide, 'cause you know just what we need before we say a word. You're a good, good Father. It's who you are. It's who you are. And I'm loved by you. It's who I am. It's who I am. So how do we begin to live out this joy? Not just in the quiet moments, but in our everyday lives. Well, it starts with being intentional about the space we create around us, emotionally, spiritually, and in our relationships. That said, joy needs safe people to grow. It blooms best when you feel seen, supported, and free to be your authentic self. So this week, lean into your joy people. Gently create space from those who drain your spirit, not out of judgment, but out of love for yourself. And my sweet, after a few weeks of no homework, I have a simple joy challenge for you. Choose one of these gentle practices and let it guide your heart this week. Maybe it's reaching out to someone who makes you smile, or writing down a gentle reminder that God is always walking with you, or simply starting each morning with the whisper, "Good morning, God," before your feet hit the floor. And if you need a quiet space to reflect with that cup of joe, grab your customizable prayer journal from my Etsy boutique. Choose your 3 favorite Bible verses that speak to your heart and let them anchor you as you journal closer to God. Whatever you choose this week, let it be a seed and trust that joy will grow. Now, let's settle in for our prayer. Deep breath in and out. Creator God, thank you for bringing us through each and every storm. Yes, we wish that every day was filled with sunshine and rainbows, but that simply cannot be. Through your strength and your enduring love, we will grow, we will blossom, we will become stronger. We will lean into peace and we will find the joy that we so deserve as your beloved daughters. And we lift all of this up in Jesus' name, amen. As we go, my love, I want to leave you with this thought. I am my Father's daughter, and so are you. Whether whispered in prayer, sung through tears, or written across a page, let that truth settle deep in your soul today. You are loved. You are seen. You are held. Peace and joy have been planted in your heart and are already beginning to grow within you. And until we meet again, beautiful, I believe in you. Now, it's your turn. Thank you for joining me on today's podcast. But before you go, a simple request. If this podcast has made a difference in your life, please leave a review where you listen and share this episode with someone who could use a little light today. Knowing my show has impacted your life brings me so much joy. Remember to explore my Etsy boutique to discover the workbook you need most this month. And until next time, my friend, ignite inspiration, spread hope, and dance with faith.